Zara Coleman, a quiet 12-year-old, was on her first solo flight. Shortly after boarding, a flight attendant, Molly Grant, publicly searched Zara's backpack without permission, claiming a wallet was missing. No one on the plane, including the woman in the next seat, Karen Delaney, spoke up for Zara. The search revealed nothing, but the incident left Zara feeling exposed and targeted. Despite not having moved from her seat, Zara was still treated with suspicion. She messaged her older sister, Ava, about what happened but struggled to explain the feeling of being misunderstood and watched. The captain announced a security review was underway, giving Zara a flicker of hope that someone would see the truth of what happened. A kind passenger behind Zara, Dr. Lewis Banks, noticed the injustice. He quietly told her that he saw she didn't do anything wrong, offering a much-needed moment of recognition. Dr. Banks, an ethics professor, validated Zara's feelings by explaining that some people only see what they expect to see. Shortly after, a second announcement came over the intercom. The missing wallet was found under a different seat, with no further concerns. Despite this public vindication, no one apologized to Zara. She felt tired and frustrated that her name was cleared without anyone acknowledging the harm that was done. The cabin quickly returned to normal, but Zara couldn't shake the feeling of being suspicious, a word that lingered and reminded her of similar incidents in her past. She started to realize that the silence of others was as painful as the initial accusation, as it showed how easily people were willing to move on from a situation that had deeply affected her. Zara sat in her seat, feeling the weight of the injustice. She thought about what would have happened if she had spoken up or cried, knowing she would have been labeled as disruptive or dramatic. She remembered her family's lessons about the importance of being still and not giving others a reason to misunderstand her. She noticed Karen Delaney, the woman who had accused her, looking satisfied and comfortable, showing no sign of regret. This deliberate silence and lack of apology from both Karen and the flight attendant, Molly Grant, hurt Zara the most. Just before landing, Dr. Banks leaned forward and offered to stand with her if she chose to speak up when they deplaned. As the plane landed, a new airline employee, Aaron Vale, the director of passenger relations, boarded. He announced that he needed to speak with Zara because the cabin footage had been reviewed. He also asked to speak with Molly Grant. For the first time since the incident, everyone's eyes were on Zara, not with suspicion, but with the new awareness. Zara walked to the front of the plane, her spine straight. She looked at Molly Grant and asked why she hadn't apologized. Molly, flustered and defensive, stayed silent. Zara pointed out that Molly had assumed the worst without even checking the footage. Later, in a quiet airport office, Aaron Vale confirmed that the cabin footage showed Zara had done nothing wrong. He admitted that the situation, including the whispering and lack of action from the crew, did not reflect the airline's values. Zara emphasized that she didn't want this to happen to another child. Dr. Banks supported her, telling Aaron that the airline should publicly name the issue. Afterwards, in the car with her sister Ava, Zara finally let her emotions out. She explained how it felt to be seen as a threat, simply for existing. Ava validated her feelings, reminding Zara that she was not alone. Zara realized she had held her ground with dignity, and in doing so, had not only stood up for herself, but had also forced the others to look at their own actions. She knew she had made a difference, quietly, and that her truth was now a weight for the world to carry, not her.